Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. If you're new here, I'm very glad to have you. Picking up a lot of new friends to the channel recently, so very happy to have you here. I hope you enjoy your stay, your learning experience and all that jazz. Tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about friends. Friends you make through the hobby. Friends you make through YouTube and other social media places. The importance of friendships in the hobby. I've got a couple care packages here. One I kind of know what's in. The other one I don't know what's in at all. And they're from friends of mine, so that kind of led me to... Oops, sorry about that. Shake the camera. Just how important it is to develop friendships. Now, cards are amazing. Obviously, you wouldn't be watching, listening to this if you didn't care about cards. You probably wouldn't have found my channel. Somebody wouldn't have recommended me, if it wasn't for cards. I mean, I collect other things as well, but it's for cards. So I've got a bunch of you that we correspond via email, and it's very nice. It's very casual. There's no pressure. Someone I had spoken to over the course of the last year, probably, since post-pandemic and everything. A friend of mine named Shane, new friend. He, long-time blogger. Long time. I think he's told me he's been blogging for about 13 years. And he decided he's going to dip his toes into the YouTube community. And the name of his channel is Shoebox Legends. I wrote it down. Yes, Shoebox Legends. Named Shane. I did take a peek at his channel before hitting record tonight, and he's at 11 subs. So I'll show him some love. Head over there, check him out. He's got the perfect voice, in my opinion, for YouTube. He's very, he's got one video up as of this recording, so he might have a couple more out by the time you see this. But again, I think he's got a lot of potential. So very happy to see you join the YouTube community. Evidently, he is a player in the blog universe, which I am. I did it for a few years, but it's not really my thing. Not really a typer. I always joke that back in 94, 95, AOL taught me how to type because, when I was in school, typing really wasn't necessary. Computers were not, a household item when I was in school all those years ago. So, friends, you never know what they're going to send you, what they're going to tell you, all of that good stuff. I mean, and I've said this before, if your main goal is just to collect and have everything possible, you can do that. Well, funds notwithstanding, and that's fine, because there is no wrong way to collect. But in my opinion, there comes a time when, sharing your knowledge and helping other people better their collections, whether it be like physically through giving them stuff, or, giving them the brain massage, as I like to say. And in type, that comes off as brain message. It's brain massage, makes you think. You watch somebody's videos like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let me look into that. That's something I might like. So I would say, for whatever, it's not just hobby related. It could be other life experiences. Thanks for the brain massage. Appreciate it. And be on your way. So I really enjoy learning. Obviously, if you've watched the channel for any any amount of time, you realize that. So, good friend of mine, Dustin, who, you know, is an amazing collector, probably one of the most focused dudes I know. Like sharp, like a racehorse with the blinders on, just perfect focus for hobby collecting. So he you know, I don't need to give his story. He's not on YouTube. I mean, he watches and stuff, but he basically said, I got some Kobe's. I want to send them to you. What am I going to say? No? Who's going to? Nah, I don't want any Kobe's. No one's going to say that. So he's like, all right, I'm going to send them to you. And in the mail came this box. You know, I think he showed me, I was like, he sent me a picture of what he was going to send, and it was like 11 or 12 cards. You know, not a box worth of cards. So, you know, let's go ahead and open this and see what's in there without, you know, cutting myself open live on video. So I'm trying to do this with the handy old box cutter that's older than most of you watching. Been in my family a very long time. So part of the fun of doing this properly is, like, it gets me to go ahead and put the camera on. You know, I could just open this in private, but you know, because other than that, I don't know what's in here. And Dustin, I don't think I cleared it with you, but I just assumed it was safe to open right here on live on video, as I like to say. So we've got making a mess. We've got good old blue tape around some bubble wrap, which I'll probably save to ship out other stuff. Job well done, sir. A lot of bubble wrap. Can never have too much bubble wrap inside of a box. So it's possible that the Kobe's are in here. Well, they're in here, but let's see. He might have just been out of proper shipping material. So let's see if I could stop being clumsy and get it open. There we go. I'm also using this lapel mic, which I've spoken about before, so it kind of limits. Perfect. Just as I expected. Kobe's. So I'll just fan them out. 3, 6, 17 Kobe's. Nice. Flagship tops. Some 98s. And some 02s. Now, that does remind me, because I've mentioned it before, that it's funny that, you know, this, especially we'll just start with this 98, which is his third year Topps card. Whoops, where's the camera? There it is. His third year Topps card for 98 Topps is, you know, I didn't look these up, and I'm not editing the video tonight because, you know, I never do. But it is weird to see the price discrepancy between that raw 98 Topps and his raw 98 Upper Deck. And actually, I learned this the other day. I was just browsing under the premise of always learning that even the 98 Fleer Kobe, his third card, it's got Jordan on it, so I guess that technically drives it up. But the price difference just between, we'll just stick with Topps, the Topps base third year and the Upper Deck base third year. The Upper Deck base third year is like $2. You know, I think we're at a point now where Upper Deck has been out of the NBA game, the MLB game, the NFL game, even longer than that, I think. But the MLB game and the NBA game for 12 years now. 2009 was the last time that they put out league licensed product. So I've said this before, Michael Jordan hasn't had an NBA card in 12 years. And he's been retired for 18, I get that. In 1902-03 was his last year. But in the O's, the 2000s, Upper Deck continued to put out Michael Jordan base cards in their various products. But when their license expired and Panini got the exclusive for basketball, much like Topps has the exclusive for baseball, no more Jordan cards. So I just think, and again, I don't preach like invest and all that other stuff. But if that's your gig, if that's your jam, that's your bag, I really think there's a lot of room in base Upper Deck, especially parallels and die cuts and all that stuff. That's a given. But even base Upper Deck, I think, has room to be more popular. Now, when you think about Upper Deck basketball, for example, are you going to go rip late 90s Upper Deck basketball boxes? If you're a real gambler, you might, because they're going to be expensive. So the correlation between the singles prices and the Topps version, which I get at the Topps version, and I've spoken to a number of friends about this because it baffles me, and so I want to try to get as much input as I can from people. That why is it that the price difference is just too much? Rookie cards, you want semantics, I get it. His Topps rookie looks like the Topps Chrome, same picture. The Upper Deck picture is kind of goofy, I get that. But as the years go on, anyway, I'm babbling. But so I've got another package here from a friend of mine who I met going on a year ago now, March 2020. We were just starting to come to grips with what was happening in the world and how, well, at least here in America, if you're not watching this in the States, but Blake Jameson, one of the Project 2020 artists, started doing his streams in March, the end of March of 2020. And he brought on staff, a gentleman named Matt. If you know Matt, you know his last name. I don't need to say his last name. I've liked to call him for a long time, Matty Ice. I was fortunate enough to jump in and be part of the moderator team for the YouTube channel, Blake's YouTube channel that did 7 days a week at 10:23, did a live stream. Now he does a couple a week because things are different now. But Matty Ice, as I like to call him, we clicked right away. We have a lot of the same interests, both from New York, all that jazz. So we still talk to this day, not very often, but because life changes. But he said to me, "I want to send you a package." Absolutely not necessary, as I always say, because it's true. But he said, "It's long overdue. I want to send it." So I said, "All right, is it safe to open live on video?" He said, "Yes." So here it is. I don't know what's in here. I mean, I know he is a Yankees fan. I don't hold that against him. Not everybody is perfect. He is a big Labor fan. So I consider myself a Glaber fan, not a big one, but a Glaber fan. So let's see. He did say he did a poor job at packaging, but it doesn't look like it's me. But let's see. What's in the box? So, like I mentioned before, that's part of the fun of like getting to go ahead and film another one for you guys, because I love making content. But I want to get, you know, these box openings on video because it's fun. All right, and there we go. First mishap with the wire from the thingy. So here we've got a Doc Gooden book. Nice, Doc. Very nice. With is there a note? Maybe there's a note. I think there was a note. There is a note. Maybe there's some kind of hint or something. Let's see. Here we go. Dear Eric, just wanted to send you something to let you know that you are appreciated. I hope you're doing as well as you can be these days. Ain't that the truth? I bought 2 of these signed cards that I've enclosed in this package. I gave one to my dad, who is a huge fan of Doc. My dad grew up in Queens and his nickname was Doc. The other card goes to you, my friend. This is one of my favorite P2020 cards, and I believe you feel the same way. I'm grateful for Project. You feel the same way. I'm grateful for Project 2020 because it gave me the chance to meet a bunch of incredible people, and you are certainly among them. I'm always around if you want to talk or need anything. Hope you enjoy the card and book. I will talk to you soon. Stay awesome. Best, Matt Castillo. Matt Castillo, that's his name. P.S. Eric rocks. No Matty Ice, you rock, my friend. This note, I think you inadvertently left a Devon Reed card inside. That's why it was. So that will stay inside. And the note goes in with the Doc book. And let's see what we have here. Oh, well, we have the infamous Piece 2020 bubble wrap, which is good for shipping. And let's see what's in here. Well, we kind of know what's in here, but I want to see it anyway. This is a Project 2020 box. And this is the... Oh, this is nice. This is the Dwight Gooden F. card. F. Gooden. Autographed right here in orange. I don't know if the camera... There we go. Perfect. The camera can pick that up right there. Signed in orange. And it's got a certificate of authenticity here. Gooden 16. That's a whole nother story. But this is number 45 of 150. Very proud to have this in my collection, Matt. You know, we won't get into the bad stuff that happened with Doc Jr. and all that stuff. Not with us, but in general. I'm sure some of you, you know, that are watching this know exactly what I'm talking about. So yes, Matt, that means a lot to me, brother. I mean, you know, it is really extremely generous of you, almost too nice that, you know, you would think of me and along, you know, with in the same vein with your dad. That's just incredible. And this is one of the best Goodens You know, I am a little biased for Blake Gooden, obviously, but this, made a statement that, a lot of people didn't care for when it was released, but it actually has done fairly well on the secondary market, the unsigned version. So again, I want to just say thanks, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So with that, I've rambled on long enough, and I want to thank you all. I want you to know that you matter. You're very important. You might not believe so, but you're very important. And you make a difference each and every day in your own way. Remember to be kind.